single, but the frustrating Phillies regained the lead in the bottom of the frame, and the game went to the 8th with the Phillies leading 6-5. David Ortiz stepped in with 2 on and a chance to do some damage. Once again, the Phils reclaimed the lead with 3 of their own off Mike Timlin in the bottom of the inning. Earlier in the game, Trot Nixon had been knocked down, but not out. Now, faced with mounting the Sox' 3rd comeback of the game, Nixon stepped in and clearly defined what it means to Cowboy Up.
Way back and gone! A grand slam for Trot Nixon.
It's a huge win. No matter how you get these W's, you got to do it. And, I think it just goes to show you what this ball club's made of.
They came back again and again, through pain, adversity, and without their star slugger, to score a dramatic win in a season full of them, proving without a doubt that both the team and the rallying cry were here to stay.
If you were to ask me what game was the most important win, I would tell you Philadelphia. Obviously, the Manning situation just had happened. We just lost 2 out of 3 to the New York Yankees at home. We're traveling to Philadelphia the day we're playing. And this game basically meant a hell of a lot more than just that one game. Everybody contributed. McCarty, Lou Merlone, Damian Jackson had a big hit in that game. It was an awesome team effort. And that's what was big, is when we won that game, everybody felt like they were a part of it, except one guy, Manny. And we did this game without him. And at that time, everybody was upset at him. And he wasn't getting spoken to a lot by a lot of his teammates that day. But we did it without him, and we said, okay, we're going to have fun. And we were fun and jump on each other, and then the clubhouse. And I think, he was kind of sitting there going, man, and the way Grady handled the whole situation was phenomenal.
We became aware that he was available. He is available to DH today and participate in the game. But I'm putting a team on the field I feel like I got the best chance to win a game here in Chicago tonight with, and tonight it doesn't have him in there.
With momentum on their side, the Red Sox were off to Chicago. In the first game, they got only 2 hits, but made them both count.
Deep and far to center field. Everett headed back to the track of the wall. It's gone.
The second game saw Manny's return after his unexpected 5-game layoff. In the 8th, David Ortiz got the Sox 2 runs to tie the game. Young Kim provided 2 scoreless innings with a little defensive help to give Ortiz another at-bat in the 10th.
Heading for 3rd and beyond. They're going to try and score him. Garcia Parra to the plate, and Rowan is out at the plate.
And he delivered.
This is hit in the air to left center field. Back towards the wall. It is up, and it is gone. David Ortiz with his 2nd home run of the night puts the Red Sox on top 5-4 in the 10th.
And then it was off to the Bronx for a 3-game series with the Yanks. Pedro took the opener with 6 superb innings as the Sox handed a 9-3 loss to Andy Pettitte, scoring 8 runs in the first 3 innings. A win highlighted by Johnny Damon's bases-loaded triple.
The relay from Soriano not in time. 3 runs across for the Red Sox.
Next up, Tim Wakefield and his knuckleball took on Roger Clemens and his fireball as the Sox looked to cut the Yankee lead to 1.5 games. Wakefield baffled the Bombers and went the distance in a 4-hit shutout to earn his 10th win of the year. Something special was growing in the Red Sox clubhouse and building on the Fenway lawn as road crews worked for 5 days, converting baseball's holy cathedral into a rock and roll shrine. After a season of being serenaded by Kevin Millar, Boston was ready for the real thing, and Fenway became a lyric little E Street bandbox, hosting a 2-night Bruce Springsteen stadium concert event. Over the next 2 weeks, the Sox compiled a 9-5 record, highlighted by Pedro's 100th career win and a Trot Nixon calf injury that would limit his action down the stretch and set the stage for a dramatic return. Sox fans were still dreaming of October, and the starters and relievers were beginning to click just at the right time. While the Yankees' lead of the East remained at 5.5 games, the wild card race was red hot and anyone's to claim. The Red Sox started the night of September 23rd with a wild card magic number of 4 and the pesky Orioles in town. Scoreboard watchers noted that Seattle had lost, but the Sox were faltering as well, trailing 5-2 and down to their final strike.
Walker sends it to right field. Gibbons heading back towards the warning track. It's gone! A 3-run home run for Tom the score at 5.
With the score still tied in the 10th, Ortiz stepped in and with one swing, shook the walls of Fenway.
Ortiz lifts it in the air to deep left field. Looking up, it is gone! Red Sox win 6-5. Walk-off home run for David Ortiz on a magical night at Fenway.
Man, that was a great comeback. You know, it just we fighting for win some game, and you come from behind in a situation. Todd Walker, great homer, and me hitting the home run winner after everybody thought that we was just gonna go away, get that game away. Everybody was hyper. I mean, it was a great feeling.
It was the Sox' 23rd win on their final turn at bat. And for Ortiz, it was his team-leading 16th game-winning RBI, part of his 8-home run and 23 RBI month of September. On the 25th of September, the magic number was 1, and the wild card was within reach. Derek Lowe shut out the O's through 4, on his way to a 17-7 regular season record, and the Sox hitters left nothing to chance. It was an electric night at Fenway, a truly wild card atmosphere built throughout the game. And when the final out was recorded, the team and their fans erupted in a celebration.
Yet another chapter in the story of the 2003 Red Sox as they clinch the American League wild card.
Rally karaoke guy grabbed the mic live.
To all these fans, and it's time to Cowboy Up!
And team owners John Henry and Tom Werner cowboyed up with a champagne.
We're gonna take this thing to the next level! Boston, we love you!
We battled all year long. We're going to roll into Oakland and then go from there.
Our doggone team, when it turned the month of September, we start
Live
TV, ladies and gentlemen.
can't be dry!
This team has showed this true character and this true heart, and we never give up no matter what. And we proved it on Tuesday night during this week against the Orioles that we never give up. And I really like our chances going into the playoffs.
It was an amazing 8 weeks. I'm going to tell you that right now. And it was miserable, but it was all worth it to be right here, right now with this team and this organization. I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
Well, the first time we thought we might have something special on our hands, the second game of the season. We had that unbelievable tough defeat on opening day, and then we almost lost the second game.
Yeah! What are you talking about?
Talking about the Sox.
Well, I tell you, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, it's...
Keep going, seriously. How's the interview going?
Honestly, it's about... This is the first... Yeah, I don't like that guy.
It's a minor celebration of your first step to where you want to get to.
The Red Sox wrapped up 2003's regular season with a 95-67 record and their first playoff berth since 1999. 4 years after their last appearance, the Boston Red Sox were back in the playoffs, squaring off with the Oakland Athletics in the best-of-5 American League Division Series. New England fans stayed up late for the West Coast opener that featured Pedro Martinez and Oakland ace Tim Hudson. The Sox struck first with the help of their second baseman, who was on the verge of making his second season a memorable one.
Pulled along the line, sailing to the corner, and it is gone!
The A's responded in the third by scoring 3 on Pedro and the Sox.
Singleton is in. Ellis rounding third. He's going to score.
All tied up after 7. Ken Maka lifted Hudson for Ricardo Rincon, but this was still Todd Walker's night.
Swinging a high fly ball right field. Dye going back to the wall. It's gone. A 2-run homer for Todd Walker. And Boston has the lead in the 7th.
Pedro gave way to Mike Timlin, who struck out 2 and retired the side in order. But 3 outs from victory, young Kim could not shut the door and was lifted for Alan Embry.
Leading at second, representing the time run. He's taken off for third. Swing and a slicer. There's Ramirez on the move. It falls in for base hit. The run is in.
Plunged into extra innings, the Sox had a chance to break the late-night deadlock with men in scoring position.
Scooped up off the deck. He dives into third for the 4
Pitching his second inning of emergency relief in the 12th, Derek Lowe walked 2 batters, and after a stolen base, the A's laid down a little small ball.
A bunt play. He got it down. Fair ball. That's the ball game.
It was a tough ball game. We fought hard out there. Both teams were battling. The game's going to end somehow. We've had losses like that during the season. We rebounded real well, and hopefully we'll be able to do it again tomorrow.
Dramatic comeback suddenly seemed in short supply as the A's responded in Game 2 with a 5-1 rout, spurred by a 5-run second inning off Tim Wakefield, erratic Red Sox defense, and the lights-out pitching of Barry Zito. The Sox were now down 2-0 in a best-of-5 series. One more Oakland win would put an end to this special season.
We were down 0-2 in 24 hours, less than 24 hours. We had a few beers on the plane. We started talking baseball. We got back that night, and that's when I shaved my head. And I said, boys, this is it. And I think we needed something to rally around. It just kind of relieved a lot of tension. It was like all the attention was on how ugly we were rather than we're down 0-2.
If the term Cowboy Up meant anything, it had to mean something now. Game 3 at Fenway featured Derek Lowe and his 11-2 home record against the A's Ted Lilly. But shaved heads and cowboy hats weren't the only strange sights in the fens. In the second, the A's blew the first of 2 double plays.
This could be 2. There's one. Chavez the first. A low throw, and that it is knocked away.
Controversy erupted with Jason Varitek on third and Damian Jackson at the plate.
Oh, the little ball guy. Well, there's another opportunity here. We went for the lead runner instead. Varitek, and Varitek is back. He was interfered with. He's going to be allowed to score. Interference on the base paths, obstruction.
The A's meltdown continued in the 6th when Jason Varitek's heads-up play robbed them of the tying run.
You don't see a safe call, you go make the tag and then see what happens. I never saw a call, so I'm like, all right. And plus Nomar's yelling at me, tag him, tag him.
I get a kick out of that because here's this major league player, Burns, supposed to be this big tough guy, and he slides in and then he's hobbling off like some sniper had got him, and he didn't touch the plate and he wasn't worried about going back and touching it again. Then Varitek goes to get the ball and he pushes him, and I don't know if he was in the right frame of mind right there. If Varitek puts him in the scissors with those big thighs he'll snap him in half. You know, it's a very humorous play to me, but in the grand scheme of things, it made the difference in the game.
Nothing came easily for the A's on this Fenway night, not even a tie score.
Well, now Tejada was obstructed by the third baseman, but I never saw a call. Well, Tejada stopped running, and Tejada's been tagged out. Now Maka's out.
Mike Timlin carried the Sox into extra innings with 3 perfect frames. Scott Williamson closed the door on the A's with a perfect inning of his own. Although the bullpen had produced, the offense had not. In the bottom of the 11th, Doug Mirabelli stroked a 1-out single to set the stage for pinch hitter Trot Nixon's first postseason at-bat.
And a call for a big fly. Nixon high in the air, deep to center. Burns is back at the warning track at the wall. It's gone! And the Red Sox have stayed alive with a win in the 11th.
You know, he left it up in the zone a little bit. I got under one, and I'm going out of the ballpark.
Trot's home run would cap one of the most dramatic wins in Red Sox history and kept the Sox alive to play another day. John Burkett got the call for Game 4 against Tim Hudson, who would leave with an injury after just 1 inning. The A's started the scoring in the 2nd. Johnny Damon and the Red Sox answered in the 3rd.
That one is hit well into right center field. Dye looking back. It is into the bullpen.
The A's reclaimed the lead in the 6th with a pair of big hits. But Todd Walker continued to elevate his game in the bottom half of the inning.
And that ball is gone.
The Red Sox headed to the 8th, down a run, but refused to give up.
Left center field.